Hi there. This is an astrological forecast for Virgo for April 2011. And this also applies if you have a Virgo ascendant. So my Virgos, this month is going to be about your finances, your work, and your relationships. Let's start out with the finances, because the finances are coming under quite a lot of changes. Got a huge amount of planets for much of this month in the 8th house of finance for you. So for those of you that have any kind of joint finance with somebody else, this could well get shaken up during this time. This would not be the best time to go into any kind of negotiations, any kind of deals connected with finances with other people. You may find that your partner may have a change of income or a change of status, or you may have a change in your income status. You may also find that this is a time when you need to get things sorted out with the banks, with insurance companies. You may get some surprises connected with insurances. You may find that all of a sudden the prices have gone up for things that you thought were just going to stay at a certain level. Everything's increased in value, and you may have to make some decisions as to what you continue to keep in terms of maybe insurance cover or bank agreements or loans or whatever it is. You will have to reassess everything connected with your finances. The sun will be shining there in that house for the first 3 weeks of the month. So this is a good time to not to ignore it, but to face whatever financial situations you need to face and to sort them out. The planets are there really wanting to get you to sort everything out to the best of your ability. I know many of you are experiencing challenges financially with Saturn in that second house. Many of you are feeling as though your finances are limited, but it's also a good time for putting in new structures, for deciding what it is you want to do, but ideally doing things yourself, not so much in partnership. I'll come to that as well, because there's other aspects indicating that partnerships are not the best thing for business for you at this time, because there's a danger of confusion. Speaking of confusion, we have a Mercury retrograde from the 23rd of the month, and Mercury is your ruler, Virgo, so you're very affected by Mercury retrogrades, and this can mean miscommunications, can also mean delays with travel or travel plans, also people not listening very well, or you having to repeat things, do things twice. So try not to get too frustrated. Make sure you've got your computer backed up several different places, back up your information, your data. But it's a wonderful time, Virgos, for tidying up, clearing up, finishing up things that you've started, tying up loose ends. And I think for you Virgos, that is the good part of this Mercury retrograde. Just don't sign important agreements if you can help it during this time, but you can complete things that you've already started. And it's also a good time for thinking about things, good time for those of you that write. Very good time to do some writing and some reflective work during this Mercury retrograde. After the 21st of the month, the sun comes into your 9th house, so you might want to arrange a trip or some travel, or sign up for a course and do some learning and studying, or otherwise teach others. Develop your own training and teach and share or sell something to other people that could be valuable to them. I guess the most important thing this month that happens, much more important than the Mercury retrograde, even though it's your ruler, is the fact that Neptune changes sign. It changes sign on the 5th of April, goes into Pisces, where it stays until August, then goes briefly back in Aquarius, and in February of next year it comes into Pisces full time for many years after that. Now Neptune, we're seeing the effects of Neptune greatly with the radiation that we're seeing from Japan with not knowing. Neptune is about confusion, is about not knowing, and anything, any kind of gaseous substance, anything that can't be seen but we don't know whether it's harmful or not, is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune in your natal chart is where you could be fooled, where you've made sacrifices. So for example, if it's in your, let's say your 10th house, you may feel as though you've made sacrifices for your career, as though you've never really done quite what you wanted to do, or You may not even have known what it was that you wanted to do. It was always nebulous. It always had a certain confusion to it. Or you may have not felt as though you've been acknowledged enough publicly for the work that you've done. That's how Neptune can play out. Now, Neptune in transit now is happening in your 7th house. So for many of you, you may well find yourself, especially because Venus is there this month as well, meeting somebody who seems wonderful, who seems like your soulmate, because Neptune always feels that soul connection, that deep connection. But it doesn't always know whether it's a real connection or one that's fantasy. And with that Neptune in your 7th house, you need to be careful that you are not fantasizing about somebody. You might be going after somebody who is unavailable. You might not know they're unavailable. They might be telling you lies. They might not be honest with you. If you're in a marriage or in a serious relationship, there may be resentments or things that are undercover, that are not being expressed. The thing about Neptune is it never does anything directly. It does everything indirectly. So Neptune, in a sense, is more of a challenging planet to deal with than Uranus. Uranus gives us surprises, but at least we see them. With Neptune, we don't see them. So for you, the challenge this month and onwards is going to be really seeing your relationships, being willing to see them for what they are and the people in your life. You may have misunderstandings with doctors, with lawyers, any kind of professional who helps you. So if you need important professional advice, I would advise you to have at least 3 different opinions before you make your decision with this Neptune transit in your 7th house. And of course, it could, on the very big plus side, it could bring a soulmate into your life. So there you have it, Virgos. It's certainly a mixture around your finances, your relationships, your work. It's all going on this month. Try to force yourself to be real about it. You're an earth sign, so you should be able to be real and really face those issues so that you can move forward. And I wish you a great month, and I thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.